today we're picking up from where we left off on the NASDAQ 100, and the main focus of the discussion is going to be swing trading the NASDAQ 100 using the volume profile as part of the technical analysis. And with that, we're going to get straight into the analysis from last week, and we're going to pick up from there. So the first thing that we did last week when we was analyzing the markets was we noticed this area over here. So the first thing that I did was I put a channel in place, right? So I put a channel in place right here in line of what was happening at the time. So this was last week Monday, right? And as we analyze, I was of the mindset that I could take sales from this location, but I wasn't going to because I'm looking for buys at the cheapest price possible. That was my overall sentiment. But if you saw the opportunity to sell, you could have. So on a Monday, after we did the analysis, right, you would have had the opportunity here to sell, okay? And I talked about this area being a perfect location to take buys from, right? Obviously, I wanted a much lower discount. I wanted price at around this level right here before I hopped in. That was my thinking. So nothing has been done here in regards to the NAS because what we was looking for hasn't appeared. And obviously, as the days went on, obviously we had the opportunity. So you could have sold from up here, right, downwards. So let's get that in. Let me just measure this whole situation out. So you could have done 0.94% to the downside, okay? And had you taken buys from this location back up to the low volume node, you would have made 1.28% profit to the upside. So you would have done well if you had been able to make those moves, right? So if you were able to pull that off, congratulations for getting that done, right? Because that would have been a tricky move to pull off. And if you were able to do that, naturally, I have to congratulate you. And also, you would have done well if you, when you saw price come below this low volume node up here, which is the highest one, and say you took your sell from over here, you'd be doing quite well right now. You would have done 0.76% to the downside, right? Which ain't bad. Which ain't bad. So I mean, and these things are really difficult to spot in real time. When they're happening in real time, they're not easy to spot at all. This is why we do what we do on this channel, is to refine the skills so that when situations like this do pop up, we are able to take advantage of them ASAP, because they're kind of tricky to spot in real time. Hindsight, easy. Real time, not so much. So had the stars aligned last week and you saw all of these opportunities, you could have been free for free in terms of the trades that you would have put in. You would have won all 3 trades, and today would be a good day for you, right? Beginning of the week, great day. So with that said and done, we're going to get rid of all of these for now because we don't need these. But we do need to know where everything is, okay? So just looking at what I'm seeing right now, I know the weekly high of last week has not been taken out. Neither has the weekly low of last week been taken out, okay? Neither of them have been taken out. So market is basically floating in between both these locations right now. So that is weekly low. And if you look over here, you can see that if you want to accept this zone right here as a low value node, right, then the weekly low of last week sits in that, okay? So let's just go off the vibe that yes, this is a low volume node. Let's just go with that. We're gonna go with that concept. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put another layer in between so we can kind of see which one is the strongest inside of this low volume node. And plus, I think it actually looks cooler like this as well when I do it in this way. So this weekly low over here is inside of a low volume node. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna assign a label to that. Weekly low, great. And then we have the weekly high, which is up here. So neither of these levels have been taken out. Neither of these levels have been taken out as of yet. And from what we can see, price is just dancing around in the middle of them. So we have to wait to see how this week basically plays out. So the weekly low of last week is set at 22.582.7. And the weekly high of last week is set at 22.917.3. So if either one of these levels is taken out this week, we'll be looking for moves in the corresponding direction. Meaning if price closes below the weekly low, we're looking for sells. If price closes above the weekly high, we're looking for buys, right? So now that we've got this stuff done, we're going to pick up from another part of the technicals analysis, right? So this is basically based on the fact that I showed this to you guys lot in yesterday's video, and that was the other ways that I use the volume profile that I did not share with any of you guys. So what we're going to do, we're going to jump into the delta side of the volume profile. Okay, so in here we can see where I have my low value node. I have guys in here that believe that this is where market is going to start selling off from. So you want to take note of that, because the guys up here are correct. They're taking sales from up here, price is coming down, okay? And in between this level right here, there is a decent amount of volume in there, right? So what we're waiting to see, because my vibe is I'm waiting for price to get into the zone where these guys want to sell from, because I believe it's going to push up higher, right? And then I'm going to take my buys from that location. But however, if these guys sitting in this location over here turn out to be correct and price is going to be falling, then I have to assess my entire position again in a way that makes the most amount of sense and plot my course that way. So for example, what do I mean? So because we're looking at this on the delta, we have an idea where everything is, right? So this would be my vibe. This area right here is my unofficial resistance support level in terms of it could turn into anything or, right? So it could be resistance or it could be support. At the moment, it's acting as support, but it could turn into resistance. Just like over here, this is how I treat the low volume node areas, right? So as it stands, if price comes into this zone, we might get some kind of sell-off where price could be pushed into the interior of this low volume node. And this is why I've put in the tiers or the layers, right? So we've got the first layer up here, then we've got the second layer, and then the darkest shade is the final layer, right? But it's all part of one giant move, which is this is a low volume node area. And another thing as well that we also need to bear in mind, hence why we don't want to be too fast to discount these sellers in this location and these sellers in this location, okay? Which is if price makes its way all the way through to this low volume node area right here and breaks down, okay? Basically, what would have happened, this is what would have taken place, which is really, really important, right? Is that price would have closed below the value area high. This is this area right here, which means it makes sense to be taking sales from this location. Why? Because price has a high probability, okay, of making its way down to point of control right here, and then after that all the way down to this area down here. Now on the delta, what can we see? We can see that the traders that are anticipating this move have already begun to put in maybe passive orders, right? Maybe passive orders. So these are limit orders in this location right here for sales when it comes to point of control, right? So they're not going to, so you've got the guys that can't wait, they've already started locking it in at the high point. But you've got the guys that are saying, okay, if it comes in and it bounces from this location, fine. But if it comes to this level, they're selling, right? Because effectively what they would have done is this whole shape right here has a high probability of creating a head and shoulders. So this sell in this location, although it might not make sense now, it does make sense in terms of how market may or may not behave, right? Depending on what happens, depending on what goes down. So my whole vibe is this: if price comes into the high value area, it would need to cross the value area high, which is right here. That's the boundary of the high value area top side, right? Once it closes below that, okay, you can get ambitious and say you want to put in your sales, because I would definitely be looking at sales more than I'm looking at buys, in all fairness, right? In anticipation that the NAS may want to come down to the value area low, where we have a low volume node right here, okay, and that price point is 19,360.0, okay. So these are moves that I'm expecting, but we will only know what we're gonna do and how we're gonna do it once this location right here is taken out, okay. So with that said and done, right, if you found the content that I've shared with you today useful, hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification, and drop us a like, right? And this week, as we move forward with market behavior, what market is doing, just be mindful as to what's going on with the consolidation up here, okay? And the one tip that I will give you guys, as we can clearly see the price is ranging, do not buy resistance, right, which is here, and do not sell support, right? Don't buy here, don't sell here. Wait to see what happens, and then once we get a proper confirmation, then you can take the action that you need to take. So that is the most sensible thing I can tell you right now, because this thing over here is ranging, right? It's ranging, essentially meaning it's a slaughterhouse. So that was just a little bit extra to kind of just throw a little bit of sauce on that for you guys. So with all of that said and done, okay, I will see you all on the next one.